happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys could probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, guys, you're definitely gonna want to check this one out as we're witnessing things going off the rails for ABC's The View. We've got that rowdy bunch and their group leader, Whoopi Goldberg, back at it again, guys. They're tiptoeing their dance on that fine line of a defamation suit in this newest update, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so we're not straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. Without further ado, let's hop straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Was there too, and remember he said he's not the president, and yet he keeps acting like he is. But he has,
Already, guys, they're so hateful towards Donald Trump and his mission. I mean, yeah, he's not the president. He's getting stuff done, though, unlike the guy who is the sitting president. I mean, come on, y'all.
Friendly exchange with the first lady, which he ended up using to hawk his cologne on social media, along with the caption, "A fragrance your enemies can't resist."
I think he named it Fight, 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 which is like not the type of cologne I'd pick out, because usually you're trying to attract people, not...
Nah, this is the type of cologne I would definitely buy. And when I seen this ad come up from Donald Trump, oh my God, I couldn't wait for these ladies to say. I just knew their face was turned up sideways at the fact that Donald Trump was getting over Joe Biden, the way she was all over him. I mean, the cologne had to have had her. I gotta get me a bottle, guys. If it's gonna make my enemies turn into that, I've gotta get a bottle. I mean, come on, you guys. I'd love to have one.
The type of cologne I'd pick out, because usually you're trying to attract people, not
he claims in the fight, 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 he describes there's a fight, fight, fight for men and a fight, fight, fight for women. The fight, fight, fight for women is for women that can accept challenges with grace.
But you lost me at the first fight. I don't go to any cologne entitled Fight Anything.
That kind of perfume's not going to smell great or
no,
anything
it's
like
not.
that.
But the people are enraged about the picture between Dr. Biden and President-elect
Trump.
Trump.
Kicked him in the nuts?
No, I actually I totally disagree. I think we take too much to pictures until you're one of those people in a picture where you say that's not what was going on. There are two more pictures I pulled of that same thing where you look. It's not quite as cordial looking. There might be more going on.
Oh, that one is interesting.
I honestly care less about the shaking hands or kind of showing up and passing, the results of an election along and democracy than I do. I would like to see President Biden a little more, because right now I feel like we're seeing Dr. Biden, we're seeing Trump take the kind of the reins, and a lot of progressives are saying,
come on, y'all. That even Sarah Haynes is gotta admit, where is it? You guys want, you're tired of Donald Trump, tired of seeing him for the remainder until he's inaugurated. Where is your president, the guy who is sitting in that seat right now? This guy is on a vacation world tour. Even the left is starting to speak up. The Dems are noticing, hey, like, if we really want to combat Trump until, he's actually the president, we need to figure out where our actual president is at. And he simply just failed you guys. He's not a true leader.
Feel like we're seeing Dr. Biden, we're seeing Trump take the kind of the reins, and a lot of progressives are saying that President Biden's ceding power, and I know there's not a lot he can do in a month.
He was at the Kennedy Center.
But I'd love to I'd love to see him reassure.
It's hard for him to be in a whole bunch of places.
I agree.
On a foreign trip to Africa.
Listen to all these excuses they're making for Donald Trump. He was at, not Donald Trump, but Joe Biden. He's at the Kennedy Center. He's on a trip to Africa. He's here, he's there. But guys, do we ever get, Donald Trump just sat down, not even sat down, he stood up, did a news conference, took over 30-something questions in less than an hour and a half. That's more questions I've seen from Biden in the last 9 months, maybe even 4 years answer. And you just have to think, like, they can't keep making these excuses when you can see straight through it. We know this guy, he's simply just not capable. He should have bowed out a long time ago.
For him to be in a whole bunch of places.
I agree.
On a foreign trip to Africa last week, and then
it'd be nice if he held a press conference, because that's what President Obama did when Trump took over the first time. It'd be nice just to have a little speech or something. I care less about a photo.
The photo, it's important that not just America's allies are watching, but America's adversaries are watching that moment. And the world was watching this election, waiting with bated breath to know what was going to happen. And to know that there's a peaceful transition of power, that despite my warnings and others about my concerns about about Donald Trump, which are still very real, that America is going to move forward and that the First Lady is going to be able to be cordial to him on the world stage. Also, at the outskirts of this, he met with Macron and Zelensky and talked about the war in Ukraine. And that's something I care deeply about. And I want Donald Trump to come around to perhaps continuing to support Ukraine and standing by the U.S.'s position. So my point when I say I'm not going to be apocalyptic, it's not changing a tune. It's not making every single thing a 5-alarm fire. Yeah. If he does good, if he gets the Israeli hostages out, I promise I will wear a MAGA hat for one day on the show and say, thank you for doing it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I've been saying this for quite some time. Alyssa Farah Griffin has been circling back. She once was a Trump supporter. I've noticed in these last couple of segments, these up and coming, she has been turning her straight towards Donald Trump. She is in support of him. I wouldn't be surprised, and I think she doubled down on the last segment and said she didn't vote for him. But I mean, come on, guys. She's saying if he can get the Israeli hostages out, she'll wear a MAGA hat. I don't know, guys. It's all starting to make sense.
It's not making every single thing a 5-alarm fire. Yeah. If he does good, if he gets the Israeli hostages out, I promise I will wear a MAGA hat for one day on the show and say, thank you for doing it. Yeah. She'll knock it right off my head. But like, you have to be able to cheer for wins when they happen and then call out relentlessly the wrongdoing.
Well, let me say this. First of all, I really congratulate the French for having completed the reconstruction of Notre Dame, which I think is so significant for the entire world. It was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. They did a beautiful job. What I find interesting, though, is, Jill Biden is nothing but class, and Donald Trump is nothing but crass. Because what's ironic to me is, so he's now using this picture to sell one more object, right? And so apparently people voted for him because they couldn't afford the price of eggs. And he said yesterday in that interview that it was about groceries. But the grift never ends with these people. He's selling golden sneakers, $10,000 watches,
He's not
digital
selling
trading
me, although
cards.
I look the part.
He's selling Bibles. This cologne is $200. Melania was on Fox News selling Christmas ornaments. Remember the lady who...
I mean, come on, though, you guys. You got to think the folks who voted, like she's saying, in support of Donald Trump because they're seeing right now that we're in a national crisis as far as our economic state. We need Donald Trump to come in here, lower the price of groceries, lower the price of gas. A lot of folks did vote for that. The folks that voted for that, and they solely voted because they were struggling to the point where they cannot afford, things outside of the necessities of life. They're not going out, and Donald Trump's not advertising for them to, hey, go ahead and buy my fight cologne, buy the Trump sneakers, buy the Trump cereal. That's not what it is. These products are being advertised to the folks who, they voted for Trump. They also want to see, prices come down, but they've also got a little bit more to give. So the price tag or whatever, it's not really about buying the merchandise. It's more so about, it's going towards Donald Trump and supporting his cause. I don't like when they try to make this is comparing apples to oranges. In my opinion, who's actually buying the merchandise? I don't think it's folks who are struggling.
$100. Melania was on Fox News selling Christmas ornaments. Remember the lady who said she didn't like Christmas for $100? I mean, the grift with these people. This is what you got, America. This is what you got.
Well, I'm not worrying about it. He can sell as much of that stinky stuff as he wants to. If you want to buy it, just please don't bring it in here.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Whoopi Goldberg saying don't bring that stuff in there. I hope Donald Trump personally delivers their whole set, a bottle of the Fight women's perfume, because they deserve it. It's the holiday season. For Christmas, I believe that they all should get a special gift from their dear friend and Whoopi's old friend, Donald Trump, guys. But, you're seeing here, these ladies, no matter what Trump does, this is literally brilliant. He is showing a master class in marketing, with the way he took advantage of the situation. Jill Biden, more than friendly during, that meeting in Paris. And we're seeing that she's all over Trump, basically. They got the photo op. The internet was buzzing behind it. What else is he to do? And then this was the long-awaited reaction that I was waiting to see. following this advertisement, I knew these ladies were going to take. This was rage bait coming from Donald Trump. He knew that the folks on the left would be raging in the thought of Jill Biden actually supporting Donald Trump. But why wouldn't she? You know, the way that they kicked her husband to the curb, essentially kicking her to the curb too, because she was the real one pulling the strings, you know. At this point, an enemy of my enemy is my friend, and Jill Biden's eyes has definitely hopped in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, what you're making of it all. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We got it.